Good evening, everyone. I'm back with Gupshup Diaries, and UNFPA India tweets today one in every six elders experience physical, sexual, financial, or emotional abuse or even neglect. A newspaper article reads today 71% of the elderly say abuse has increased during this lockdown. Today is actually World Elder Abuse Awareness Day, and no one can be better than Sailesh Mishra to talk about it. Sailesh is a very dear friend. He's the founder of Silver Innings, and he's actually been safeguarding seniors during COVID and beyond. So I'm waiting for Sailesh to join. And thank you, Poonam. Thank you, Raj, for joining. Hello, Raj. I'm so happy you're here. I'm just waiting for Sailesh to join me. I have a lot of questions to ask Sailesh about elder care and about elder abuse, and I'm sure you will enjoy this conversation. I don't mean enjoy it, but you will learn a lot. And so, hello, Shwetank. Thank you for joining. I'm just waiting for Sailesh ji to give me a click on it. But in the meantime, let me tell you that Sailesh has been a COVID hero, and he has been out on the road day one of COVID with a group called We behind the Mira Road, and he has been providing provisions and helping a lot of other people to get provisions to people who need them. And his work when it comes to dementia and Alzheimer's is very noteworthy. I've had the honor of being inspired by him, making a short film on him, which is on YouTube, which I call The Selfless Soldier. You may like to check that out. It is the entire story of Sailesh as somebody who's working for dementia and Alzheimer's. He has a 24 by 7 home. He doesn't like to call it a home because he likes to call his people over there residents. And it's in, there's one in Rajodi, and I have been there, and it's a beautiful place where elders are looked after, those elders who suffer from dementia and Alzheimer's, and they live there, they are looked after there. And I don't know why Sailesh is not coming on, but he should have been here. It's almost 5:16. I told him to join me at 5:15. I guess he will join shortly. And Raj here, I can see, is here. Raj also does one fabulous work, has done a lot for the school that he looks after. I mean, he's one of the trustees of. He looks after the families in this COVID time. COVID has been tough on all of us, and especially after what we heard yesterday, I think it's even more important that we learn to be a little sane in this sad situation that we are facing. Sailesh is here. Sailesh, give me a request quickly. We need to get on to the questions, and Sailesh is here. So I'm just waiting for Sailesh. As soon as he comes on, I will start seeing him. Hi,
Hi,
Sailesh.
hi.
Show me a little more of your face.
Okay, more of
हाँ,
my face.
ऊपर बहुत
Okay.
जगह है. Wonderful. So we're both in purple. Yay.
Eh,
Okay,
okay,
Shailesh, I've already given an introduction about the work that you do and a little bit about you. So
okay.
I'm going to dive straight into the questions. And Raj is saying hi to you. And if you read any
Hi,
questions
Raj.
below, please bring them. So I'm going to straight away start by asking you to explain to us the significance of this very day that we're talking on the very, in fact, we are talking on the very day of World Elder Abuse Awareness Day, right? So
Yes.
tell me what is the significance of this day and a little about this day.
Yeah. So, hi, Hiraji. Hi, everyone. Hi, everybody on Instagram. This is a purple dot challenge day. So, this is my purple dot. We both are
This is
wearing.
my
Yes. So, this 15 June uh, has the significance of World Elder Abuse Awareness Day. Uh,
okay.
elder abuse has been there since long, since humanity is there. So all kind of abuse are here, but it has been recognized. This is one of the most important event or crisis which we have to solve. So what happened in this 2006? INPIA,
Mm-hmm.
International Network for Prevention of Elder Abuse, which I am a proud and honored member, has started this day where we create awareness all over the world regarding elder abuse, types of elder abuse, prevention, and what we should do. Uh,
Okay.
INPIA, with its network of organization all over the world and activists, has started this date in 2006. But United Nations has recognized this day in 2011. So they
Okay.
adopted this day as a World Day. So it is a United Nations World Day where we create awareness through different programs. We have rallies, we have signature campaign, we have musical events, we have talks. But because of the lockdown or the world, we are doing this webinars kind of thing. We are creating this awareness. Yes.
Right, right. Okay, now tell me, I know that this is a purple dot movement,
Yes.
but I want to know the thought behind the choice of the color purple. I know, I know it is because I was a part of the walkathon and the other events that you have done on this day. But for people who will be listening in or are listening in, what is the significance of choosing color purple? Can you just, I mean, tell that?
Yeah, so I'll tell you the purple dot and purple both. I'll tell you what is happening. Purple, actually, I was a common person like you. We never knew there are issues of senior citizen. Senior citizen exist or doesn't exist. We never understood all this. When I came into this aging scenario, I started knowing more and more. And my mentor, Susan Somers, who is now current INPIA president, mentored me, nurtured me, and we all started doing this work. So purple, when I also never knew. In 2006, 2008, I asked her, what is purple? She said, when somebody hits, so initially it is purple color. Then it serves red or black as per the skin color. Initially it's a purple. So purple is a sign of violence. Per se, if you see the purple color, it shows the sign where somebody has been infected with a violent. Okay. But purple color has a very different meaning also. So why we started this purple dot is purple is also color of stability. The blue is the stability. It has two colors. Red is energy, blue is stability. So senior citizens are both. They have this energy and they have stability also. Also, the purple color is a noble color. It has power, it has ambition, creativity, wisdom, dignity, grandeur, devotion, pride. It has everything. So I thought purple is a little negative when we talk about infecting violence, but I thought take the positive of it. And why the dot? Dot means full stop. Stop the violence. And I thought in this lockdown, in this social media, in this internet-based activities, this will be a very good initiative, and it has been accepted all over the world. And very successfully, the campaign is going on from 1st June to 30th June. Please do not stop doing this after 15th of June. We will continue Purple Dot till 30th June.
Yeah, so you're suggesting people should put a purple dot either on the palm or the here, or like I've done, or I held it and put a photo up on your page.
Or like
Yeah, it,
this.
yeah, something like this. Yeah, and you purple dot challenge. Okay,
Yes.
now tell me something, Sailesh. That's a beautiful thought, and I really loved it. So tell me, what is abuse? How would you define abuse, and
Okay.
how would you define an abuser? And in simple terms, because see, we all know abuse, abuser, all that, but from your point of view or from your experience, how would you explain it to somebody?
Okay, so we will first start with the WHO, World Health Organization has defined abuse, elder abuse. So we'll go
Yeah.
through by that. So it says it's a single or repeated act or lack of appropriate action occurring within the relationship where there is an expectation or trust which causes
Okay.
harm and distress to an older person. And an elder abuse, an abuse can be various form. It can be physical, it can be hello, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can hear you. I
Yeah,
can
yeah.
hear you.
So it can be physical, it can be psychological and emotional, it can be sexual, it can be financial, it can be neglect and abandoned. But these are various form. It and the abuser is not only a stranger. So this is a misconcept where we think
Yeah.
only a stranger can inflict abuse. No, all over the world we have found around 60 to 70% abuser are the family members, relatives, and friends. It might include son, daughter, daughter-in-law, grandson. So, because there is a trust, there is an expectation, so abuse happens. So, it is abuse happening in the closed door.
And just now, because all this family time talk on conversation is happening, in fact, my today's podcast, I'm talking about how family time is actually coming out of the years. Because it is easy to say family time, we are spending, getting time spend with our family to learn, to explore, to know our family members more. But 365 days, we have been out of the 365 days, there are times when we've been out of the house. But today we are locked in the house for 24 hours, 24 by 7. And it's been, I think, about 85, 90 days. Now, it's okay for people to talk about it when they have big houses and big rooms. I can go to a room and sit down and, enjoy my family time when I want to. But people are closeted in very small houses in our country,
Mhm.
especially in lower strata. So, their elder abuse, isn't it something that is very acute, or isn't it something that we have to watch out for?
No, no, this is misconception that elder abuse is only for certain class of people, certain religious
Yes.
or certain segment. No, elder abuse happens everywhere. Type of abuse might change. Example, lower strata or slums, there will be more physical violence. But in upper middle
Okay.
class or very high class, higher up in the society, emotional, sexual, psychological abuse will be more. So abuse happen anywhere, anytime, but the type of abuse might be different. Again, uh, people in the slum might come up with the stories. They might challenge it. They might fight it back because they don't think as a stigma or there is a fight. But in upper class, we get embarrassed. We are ashamed to talk about our child, about family, about our wife. In fact, wife and husband also abuse each other when they are old. So we get ashamed to talk about it. So I think it doesn't make sense whether you're rich or poor. It happens everywhere.
Yeah, that's true, Shailesh. But most of us even don't even realize, as you said, what abuse is. It's like a
Yeah.
daily part of the life.
Yeah.
It's not, and therefore nobody recognizes it first, and then
Yeah.
nobody wants to report it either, right? Nobody
Yes.
reports the abuse. We
Yes.
see very few cases where a
Yes.
parent will walk out and say, "My son is, taken away my money, or abused me, or is
Mm.
harassing me, or is taking me out of the house."
Yes.
So, and I you have seen a lot of this, and that is why I asked you this question about family being a
Mm.
part of the abuse
Mm.
word. So, tell me a little more about why people are not reporting it, or what is it that what are the different kinds of cases that you have heard about, or you've helped.
Oh, I think there is a survey done by Helpage India and other international agencies, which it says the world figure is 1 in 6 old person is suffering from abuse, and Helpage India says around 60 to 40 to 60% elder people are suffering with some form of abuse, but only 40% report. We are not reporting. One of the major problem is we are staying in the same house. If I am
Okay.
reporting about my family member, where I'm supposed to go. For women, for female, there is shelter home. I am going to stay in the same home and have to face my children, my family. So how can I complain? Plus, there's the Indian scenario, Indian culture. So we say like you have to compromise, you have to adjust. Why? Senior citizen is also a human being. He or she also has dignity, has right to live, right to food, right to
Yeah.
shelter. So, but what
Right.
happens? They themselves think senior citizens. Sometimes I blame. I work with seniors. I also blame them because many times what they do, they think नहीं मेरा बच्चा है, मेरी बेटी है, जाने दो. In fact, one of the cases we went to the police station. We thought what happens every time, you don't have to file a case. You just, somebody has to, a law enforcement agency has to call the person and tell that this is wrong. We went to police station with a complaint with the lady, the elder lady, her daughter-in-law and son was harassing. But when we went to police station, they withdraw. And the police was angry. ये क्या है? आप लोग आते हैं बार बार. Like police also had a lot of work, right? So then
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll give you one more case. How insensitive government department can be. In fact, yesterday or today's newspaper, there is a news. One lady had dragged her 100-year-old mother from village to a bank to get pension because bank manager needed a physical verification. Just
Oh God.
imagine, just imagine how insensitive a bank manager is. And some days ago, there was a senior citizen who had the depression, had jumped off from the his balcony. So there are incidents of different form of abuse where we keep abuse to ourselves. We don't talk. But I think there is a time where we should not tolerate.
Yes,
And
there comes a.
yeah, and also many times senior citizens, family members, or society people are not aware what is available. There are very few. Actually, there are no dedicated law, but there is a maintenance act. There is a domestic violence act where which can help the seniors. But we are not aware, and people are not promoting it. Like there are very few agencies who are working with elderly. Elders, like elderly word is also wrong. So elderly is very negative. So we talk elders or seniors. So I think people should come out, tell the story, share it, because there's a. I was talking other day with somebody and we said गम बांटने से बंटता है. अगर हमको कोई तकलीफ है, if I have any problem, I need to talk to my peer group. I can talk to other senior citizen. I talk to my friend. I can talk to other family members. That is very important. We should not be ashamed of anything. If something is happening, please call, please write somewhere. And it is not about complaining, but you can call an NGO. Reporting. There are NGO and lawyers who are helping. And also sometimes you just need to take a break. You just have to go out somewhere and then have a peaceful life and come back. But as a society member, you and me and all others who are watching us now, we can do something to stop abuse. How we
Exactly
can do
what.
yeah. How we can do it? Like, there was a campaign. There was a campaign where there was husband beating woman, their wife. So there was a campaign called Bell Bajao Andolan. Bell Bajao Andolan.
Yes, that was a lovely,
So,
lovely thought.
exact. Similarly, I'm giving an example. We get lot of calls, lot of emails where they see, oh, somebody is beating the old person, a lady,
Right.
a daughter-in-law is harassing. So they are filming it. Why are you filming it? Go there, ring the bell. This is the best tried technique intervention. Wherever something is happening, you hear loud voices. If somebody is mistreating somebody, go and ring the bell. It is not family matter. Senior citizen is not a family matter. They're part of the society. They're part of the community. So go and ring the bell, and also report it. So you just don't call an NGO. You can go and call a police. All police are not bad. I'm again telling you, all police are not bad. They might not intervene because of civil matter, but we need to tell them. So we need to tell them this is happening. So there are something where we as a individual, we can do something. And as a government, I would take this opportunity to inform the government also that we need a national 4-digit helpline where anybody can call, like 1098. Very simple, child helpline. So why can't we have a special helpline where anybody, and it can be in Indian languages, Hindi, English, Gujarati, Marathi, all Indian languages, Kannada, Kerala, Malayalam. So where somebody calls and then report, or any query, why abuse only? It can be anything that can be reported. And also it is a long demand. Why government is not listening? I don't blame the government also, because there is so many priorities. electrification, poverty, road building, water, children. There are a lot of issues in the country, and now the corona epidemic. Senior citizens are the lowest in the rank.
But
So,
why should Shailesh? Why should they be? Because
yes, yes,
everyone is going to grow old. That is
yes,
I've never understood why people don't realize when we talk about seniors or when we talk about the elders, everyone is going to become a senior or an elder. Isn't it
right.
high time that when you're even talking to your father or to your mother or to your parents, you realize that you are one day going to be exactly where they are standing,
Yes.
isn't it?
So yes,
Yeah,
so
this ring the bell thing I wanted to just add before you continue is that for any, you don't need to, stand outside the door and wait for it to open. Even that ringing bell and going away, ringing it, and just loudly and going away, it sort of stops the people from,
yes,
the reaction becomes like, it comes to a pause. And when something comes to a short pause, even, it helps in, stopping the situation from
yes.
becoming worse, isn't it?
Exactly. Yes, you're very right. And I will continue what I was saying. As a government, we need a special ministry where it is handled by a particular ministry, not an IAS officer, not an Babu who is handling senior. There are around 12 crore Indians who are senior citizens. So we need a ministry where it can be handled. And to tell you one thing, this year it is a theme that COVID 19 or corona, the United Nations had made a theme this year that older persons are neglected and ignored. In Spain, in Canada, in US, old people were left to die in nursing homes, in elder care home, assisted living. In India, we are culturally little okay, so we did not allow them to die. In many countries, COVID patient, younger people will given preference in treatment. Old people are left to die. I think here our culture helps, but as a government can't run away. Government should allow people to have participation in the ministry, in the social justice department, and make a proper law where everybody is included. And I think हीरा जी एक और बात बोलूं मैं.
जी.
सो जैसे हम हमेशा बोलते हैं दिल तो बच्चा है जी. सो ये जो सोच है ना हमारी, सो like many people say, oh, I'm old, why I should wear jeans, why I should do makeup. If somebody is harassing me, let it be, अभी तो मैं चला जाऊंगा. No, your skin might get old, wrinkle.
Yeah.
Your eye twinkle should not go.
So
You
lovely.
can have, you could have a specs, you can have a hearing problem, you could have a stick, बट हम उसको लेके डांस भी कर सकते हैं, नाच भी सकते हैं, घूम भी सकते हैं,
That's,
अपने हक की जिंदगी जी सकते हैं. एंड वी नीड टू चेंज, सीनियर सिटीजन नीड टू चेंज द होल डायमेंशन ऑफ थॉट. If you want
yes.
self respect, abuse also comes from self respect. If
Right.
we have to change the concept from elderly to elderly, we should. That's why we when we talk about silver innings, we always talk about positive side of aging. So what seniors can do is they can start learning something new. They can spend more time with young people. They can do music, dance, travel, laughter, photography, develop a skill. If you're busy, if you're involved, people will respect you. Don't be
Yes.
a person who's nagging every time. Don't be
Yeah, and don't
person.
often say I can't do this and I can't do that, because
Yeah.
today the world has evolved so much that even after retirement,
Yes.
nobody wants to sit at home. They want another, a new lease of life, and we have
Yes.
so many more years to go. I mean, how can you just sit in the park bench and stop yourself from evolving? There's so much to learn. Learn from your peers, experience, share your expertise. Most important is share your expertise. You have so much of expertise. If you don't share, I
Now,
mean, come on, yaar, as seniors, we have that responsibility, don't we, to share our
yeah.
expertise. And we're
And,
not running any racket anymore.
yeah. And
We're not
Hiraji,
running
You are right example. You have written this book after
any.
60, young and 60. देखो हीरा जी की स्माइल कितनी अच्छी है. You know,
because,
when
yeah,
I
but
want, I just, yeah, go ahead.
you have to, and you have to Because that's what I'm saying, that is what I believe, is that if you are happy yourself and if you are content yourself, then only you can make others around you happy.
Yes, yes.
And I don't know why Surjit is writing to me in the WhatsApp that she can't see either of us on the live. Well, I guess I
Oh,
can't answer that question now to her. But the point remains the same, is that yes, some of us seniors now, we feel that the our journey of life once we retire has to be XYZ, and it
mm-hmm.
is when the expectation happens, then you are not able to get out of it. Once
Yes,
you commit yourself to something, then you have to
mm-hmm.
continue with that commitment
Yes,
or that expectation. So it's
mm-hmm.
always good to say upfront what you're comfortable with or what you're not comfortable with.
Yes, yes.
Then the
And
depression.
yeah. And Hiraji, I think we should also remember that it is not about only about old people. This is
Right?
society, as you rightly said earlier, we all are growing old. So you don't become old because you're 60 plus. Every
True.
day we grow old. Today I'm only 50, the 40 year, 20 year, like everybody is old. We celebrate birthdays that 18-year-old, 20-year-old, 30-year-old. We all are growing old, right? Every day. But as youngster, we have a time, we have opportunity to be a good senior citizens. I like to sing one song.
Please.
बहुत अच्छा सॉन्ग है मुकेश का. आई थिंक हमारे प्रकाश बोरगांवकर जी जो है हेल्पेज इंडिया के, ये ऑलवेज सेंग्स इन मेनी ऑफ दिस.
Surjit managed to come here. Well, Surjit.
Surjit, hi, hi. So Prakash
And hi,
Borgaonkar ji.
Darpan here is Darpan sir is also here, and quite a lot of people say this. So we have to say
Okay.
thank you all
Hi
for
Darpan,
joining
hi
us.
everybody. Yeah, this is Purple Dot Challenge. Stand with older person. This is 15 June World Elder Abuse Awareness Day. तो हम एक गाने की बात कर रहे थे, बहुत अच्छा मुकेश का गाना. आई थिंक पिक्चर का नाम मुझे पता नहीं चल रहा है. एक मिनट. तीसरी
I
कसम
tell
का
you.
गाना है. तीसरी कसम का गाना है. I'll just, because this is apt for all of us, right? सजन रे झूठ मत बोलो, खुदा के पास जाना है. न हाथी है न घोड़ा है, वहां ही पैदल जाना है. लड़कपन खेल में खोया, जवानी नींद भर सोया. बुढ़ापा देख कर रोया, बुढ़ापा देख कर रोया. वही किस्सा पुराना है. मतलब इट सेज दैट हमने बचपन खेल में गुजारा, कुछ सोचा नहीं क्या होने वाला है. केयरलेस. इट्स गुड, यू कैन बी केयरलेस, बट
Yeah.
देन जवानी हमने सो के गुजारा, आराम से अय्याशगिरी किया, मजे किया, ऑल काइंड ऑफ लाइफस्टाइल. एंड बुढ़ापा, मेरे पास तो पैसे नहीं है, कोई हैबिट हमने डेवलप नहीं की. सो व्हाट यू नर्चर इन योर चाइल्डहुड, इन योर यूथ, यू विल सो द ट्री देयर. sowing the seed
Absolutely.
यहाँ पे. So अगर if you want to be good senior citizen, if you want to stop abuse, you have to start early. So
You have to
develop.
be self-sufficient.
Yeah. So do you have to have your most of the elder abuse happened because of finances. Because at old age there is no finance, there is a health problem. तो अगर if you have lot of saving, if you are fit and fine, सुरजीत जी देखो कितना भागती हैं सुबह उठ के.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
and Hiraji, you look so young, you know. So if we
It's
all
it's all here.
it's on here. So if we
It's all in
start,
mind.
so if we all start doing from early age, तो शायद हम ये prevent कर सकते हैं. तो elder abuse is preventable.
It
It's
is.
preventable. It's in our hand. Senior citizens should complain. We as the individual should observe, see, help, and report it. Report to an NGO, report to police, and there is a maintenance act where we can do it. Yes.
Yeah, because at least those days the world has evolved, and so people are also changing their mindsets about this whole, becoming old, growing old, aging. Sadly, in our country, we still think of, okay, retire ho gaye. Now, we have our own thoughts about it. But we don't realize that we have got so many more years to grow. So many more years we may live. And today, lifespan is becoming much more longer, which
Yes.
is something which is because of the way we're eating, now the way we are living. Maybe that is the reason or whatever it is. But there is lots more to go. So you can't just sit and wait for, and I still remember you saying that never give away your finances. I mean, never
Yes.
give away your money to
Yes.
children when after you retire. Chalo, unko de diya, unko ghar, help them and help. It is our duty as parents to definitely support our children, but we have to keep it something for ourselves. Tomorrow, we don't know. Health
Yes.
problems hai, financial problems hai.
Yes.
Isn't it?
So yeah, yeah. No, I think uh, it's a thought. जैसा abuse भी यहाँ पर है. It's all the mental issues where we think why we should do certain things, why we should not do certain things. ऐसे हमने एक समाज में कुछ बना के रखा है. I think we have made our own criteria, and we keep on going as a tradition, and that is wrong actually. What we all should be like, this is society, a family. We all live in harmony. You know, Corona is a good opportunity. I will thank Corona क्योंकि he or she, वो Corona जो भी है, उसने हमको एक opportunity दिया family time. First time, Hiraji, believe me, I have seen, of course, there have been incidents of abusers, but first time there were grandchildren, grandparents, husband, wife, parents staying together, working together, eating together, praying together, playing. मतलब ये सब ये हमने खो दिया. In going through a materialistic life, we have lost this. So Corona has given an opportunity to stop an abuse, prevent an abuse. Of course, because of small rooms and 85 days किसी को tolerate करना, there might be certain incidents, but uh, there are still less incidents of abuse because we don't know what is abuse, first of all. Abuse, I'll just give you small incidents because I think when we're talking abuse, हमको पता होना चाहिए abuse क्या है कि physical abuse में is not only hitting, it also pushing somebody and beating this way. Pinching is also an abuse. Psychological, emotional abuse, उसमें insult can be there. There can be humiliation. Then if you don't do pocha in the house, you won't get sari. If you don't clean, you won't get the food. There are kind of isolation. You confine a person in the closed door. Sometimes you tie them down. And there has been sexual incidents also. There has been rape of 60 plus people. And financial exploitation. Iraji, I will tell you, there has been lot of calls we get from where you're talking about high middle class or people in higher society, where they have gifted their property, their gratuity, their all money to the children and grandchildren. And from that day, for single paisa, they have to beg. I think
I know.
this is a problem. And last, not the least, is the neglect and abandon, where we
Right.
neglect an old person, where you are living in the family and you have very good life. But when you go out, you don't ask your grandparent, you don't ask your parent. You celebrate your rose day, chocolate day. Tell me how many times you have hugged your parent and grandparents? Did you take them for a movie? Of course, many must have. Did you buy a
Some
sari?
and,
सब कुछ. Yeah. So,
few, very few. That's
yeah.
true. That's absolutely true. So, Salish,
And
tell me something. Depression among us is one of the issues I wanted to ask you about because
yeah.
depression seems to be a very major factor now, especially with this COVID situation. Family time for most of us is a wonderful time, but yet, even though we are in family, amongst our family, feeling of loneliness, you can be lonely in a crowd, बोलते हैं ना?
Yeah. Yeah.
वो situation तो है ही है ना? I mean, don't
Yes.
you think that
Yes.
people are
Yes.
feeling that depression
Yes.
coming on?
Yeah. Yeah. So on what has happened during the lockdown, I think depression has grown more, especially old person, because he or she had a very good life where they used to go out. They used to go to temple. Remember in India, temple religious things are very important. Like
True.
देरासर, आपका मस्जिद में जाना है, चर्च में जाना है, आपका अग्यारी में जाना है. We have been stopped. All old people, elder people were doing walk. They used to go out. They used to go and chat. Just do small prapanch is also good for them. They were stopped doing this. And this is, of course, this was for their benefit also because Corona was there outside. But what happened? हम लोगों ने अपने दरवाजे बंद कर लिए, दिल के दरवाजे बंद कर लिए. I keep on telling this. We have closed our heart, and that is the problem. We did not understand what they wanted. And also they are suffering with chronic diseases. Just remember, senior citizens, not
Yes.
all, but most of them have high blood pressure, diabetes, cardiac. They have severe pain. They have constipations. They what you eat in the family, like in the family, I've seen people eating pizzas and burgers. कोई पानी पूरी बना रहा है. Old people के लिए difficult है वो adjust करना. So there were no two types of food made. There were only one type of food made. So a lot of people went into depression. But to find a depressed person is also a responsibility. If you find they're isolated, they're living alone, they are not talking to anybody, they have withdrawn themselves, they are looking gloomy, they are not taking bath, they are not dressing up, there is something wrong. So we need to take a professional help. We need to talk to a psychiatrist and a psychologist, whatever is available. Because in India, psychiatrists and psychologists are considered a stigma. Mental illness is a stigma. Depression is stigma. But depression in older person has never been recognized here. It has never been. So क्यों आप अभी क्या करना है लाइफ में? Like old person has everything ना. You have lived your life. You have wisdom.
सब कुछ
You are yeah. So it is depression in old people is considered stigma. This is wrong. They need our help because they are not going to die early. They are going to live every day, dying each day. We don't
तो
want
या
any human being to die each day.
Yeah, and please tell me something. Now with this COVID, see, you said no, they go out and they sit in the garden. One thought that comes to me when you talked about spirituality. Normally in the afternoon, the retired people used to probably sit and watch all the programs. So obviously now with everybody in the house, they may not be allowed to see what they want to see also now, and
Yes.
they are expected to engage the grandchildren. It is all fun. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong or that it should not be done. But what I'm saying is that each one of us is experiencing that little feeling of oh God, I'm just, it's up to here now.
Hmm,
That
hmm,
kind
hmm,
of. And especially if you have a patient of dementia in your home, Sailesh,
hmm,
I should talk to people who, how do you manage that? How would somebody
hmm.
manage that? It's,
Yeah.
it's a
The
tough deal.
dementia, Alzheimer's, Parkinson, or any mental illness in this lockdown has been terrible effect not only for the person but all the families. We never recognize.
True.
And what happened in this lockdown? Many of the caregiver, many of the maids, or many of the assistant, many of the nurse and healthcare workers could not go at home to provide the services. So family
Right.
were not trained. Family did not have time to look back. It is not so they are not taking care. They were taking care. That's why they kept somebody. But they are not trained. Suddenly the lockdown was announced, and believe me, it was very difficult to travel from one place to other place. They did not have any pass. So old age in India is never considered as the essential services. In fact, we have
True.
requested government old age because I myself found difficult to go to my Vidar home, elder care home.
Yes.
I need to take lot of permission. My staff were stopped by villagers to not to go to old age home or elder care home to provide services. People are becoming insensitive. So family face lot of problems. So I requested, we used to get these calls and we used to get a lot of inquiries with dementia person. We said, just be with them, just get involved, don't restrain them, don't stop them, just live the life as they are. Because I think there is a one nice quote I would like to read in my Remember Me. This goes,
Remember.
yeah, this is the book we wrote. And my other mentor for Spark of Life in Australia, Miss Jane says, she's the founder. It is not another person's behavior that causes our reaction. Instead, it is our judgment about the behavior of other person that triggers the reaction. So we
True.
we become judgmental why he or she is doing. So we react, we overreact, and that for overreaction for dementia person is hurting, it destabilizes them, and then there's a problem. So, if any
True.
case, if any dementia person is there, if you have a problem, please contact a psychiatrist. Now, online things are available. Some OPD have started. Then you can talk to a psychologist. But be normal. Of course, there is a pain. Slowly, lockdown is opening. We have unlocked now. So, things will be better. But you do take care.
But for senior citizens, not Sailesh.
Yeah.
Everybody is still saying that senior citizens need to be a little more
Yes.
careful. Yet.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
The government is also telling you should not go out, but then wear a mask and carry a sanitizer. So that is,
Absolutely right.
Hiraji,
Yeah.
before we end, I think I have two important
Oh,
things
we
to
don't
say.
have 10 minutes. Shailesh, I have wait.
Okay,
Wait. Do
okay,
not.
okay, okay. Tell
I
me
have one
about
more questions to ask you. First of all, I want you to tell people about your work at Silver Innings.
it. Okay.
I want you to tell, I want you to, that question that I always ask you wherever I meet you or when I talk to you is the difference between growing old and the difference between recognizing dementia. In short, I'd like you to please tell me and, tell us about that because there are people may not have heard you speak. And if they've not heard and if they want to know more about dementia, I still insist, even though it's my podcast, Salish has spoken about dementia and Alzheimer's in a beautiful podcast of mine. Must listen to. So, Salish, tell me in a little, just explain to people growing old and dementia, how to recognize the signs because it's a
Okay.
little difficult.
So, yeah, first of all, let me tell you about Silver Innings. Silver Inning is a social enterprise which works with
Yeah.
senior citizens. We talk about positive side of aging. We help seniors and their family. We don't divide them. We think old and young together can do a very good harmony. And first, I'll talk about growing old. Uh, you know,
Okay.
growing old is like we all will grow old. It will like we can't stop growing old, like. But growing up is optional. So we all will grow old. I see. I have lost my hair. I'll have a tummy. I have a thyroid. I have a blood pressure. We all will have certain problems. But I keep myself young because I am active. I am helping people. I do good. I have good food. I be with a good person like you. So this is about is growing up is optional because don't stop yourself growing old because
Correct.
your age retirement age 60 is just for your job. Your life doesn't end. You have to live 30,
True.
40 years. So enjoy your life. Regarding dementia, Alzheimer's, I again keep on saying do not discriminate dementia, Alzheimer's. That's a very technical word. It is about a brain disease, a brain disorder, which is progressive, non-curable, where person might go into dependency. They might not able to perform activity of daily living like brushing, eating, bathing, toileting. They will require help. I think dementia again. There are many types like Alzheimer's, vascular
Yes.
dementia, Parkinson dementia. But we should not, as an individual, we should not. That's a doctor clinical thing. But they require our help. They become dependent and they forget earlier memories. They might forget the learnings like how to eat, as I said. They forget the languages. They will forget to read and write. They will not recognize person. So they need help. They need help. So they are not doing anything purposely, and they are human beings. Remember, 4% of in Indians old people are suffering with dementia. We might also be. Every 7% is a candidate for dementia. So
Okay.
they all old persons are human beings. All dementia person are human beings. Think they are like us. They need help, right? So we need to be loving, caring. There might be difficulty as a caregiver to take a break for yourself. Take a professional help when you're caring. Then only
Yes.
things will be better.
If there is a problem, go to a doctor. Don't delay because I don't know. I see no reason why one should not consult
And,
somebody in that.
and people deny. Actually, many time what we found, they come to us late. They are so, like they say, my father, mother is not sleeping. They're not going to toilet. They're forgetting this. We say he or she might be having some problem. No, no, no. They are okay. They are denial in second stage. You can help the person in a very early stage. We can train the person. But if you deny, you don't take help. And if you don't take help, you are actually inflicting abuse in the person. You are you are avoiding a treatment for the person. So please take
Yeah.
help in very early stage. Don't deny. Don't deny.
Right. True. Okay, Sailesh, now everybody over here should know that ICICI Lombard is bringing out a series called Lockdown Superheroes. And Sailesh is one of them who is being showcased on them because you've been a COVID hero. And I know I've been following you, and of course, you are my inspiration, and I always love to learn from you. But I want you to talk about, yeah, this is from me to you. I want you to please talk about this COVID experience of yours. I mean, what you did, during this COVID, and what are you still doing? I want you to talk about that before we sign off, because we've got only few minutes left before we can sign off.
Yes, yes. So
And
when the
we have-
when
you're not going to read anything below. Huh? We are just going to talk. So I have no
okay,
time for all that.
okay, okay.
So
So when the
just ends.
started,
Yeah.
what we did initially when lockdown started, I was very, Corona was coming. We all went, we all well read people. So we knew something is happening. So what we first did was for my institution or for my, not institution, but elder care home at Avon Snanjali, we stopped visitors at
Yeah,
on
that's-
four,
want to
two.
tell
We
people about
have
where.
we have Avon Snehanjali assisted living care home at Nala Supara Virar, and these are two homes at Virar. We take care of senior citizens who are dependent, suffering with dementia, Alzheimer's. We stopped visitor at on 4th of March, very early before government announced anything. Before government was thinking something, so we stopped that. And what we also understood when the lockdown was announced, that many maids, daily wage earners like plumber, electrician, auto rickshaw driver, they were facing problem. They were suddenly they are out of job. So what we did, our team came together. It's called We Group Mission Feed Meera Bhayandar. It was Advocate Amreen, then it was Ashwin Patel, then it was Amrit, then it was Momina ma'am, Professor Momina, then Prashov. We all came together and formed we Action Group, and we thought we should supply dry ration. Dry ration में
Okay.
क्या होगा? 5 kilo rice, 5 kilo atta, 1 kilo tur dal, 1 kilo sugar, 1 kilo oil, 1 kilo 1 kilo salt and biscuit. We'll make a kit and give it to these people. We estimated cost around 600 to 700 rupees. We initially contributed from our side 5 to 10,000 rupees each of them, and we started making kits. We went to the distributor, we bought things, we packed ourselves. It was very hard. Let me tell you, I have lost 3 kg weight. We all worked as a team. It is not myself. It is a we group mission.
Yeah, it is a.
And Silver Inning for Humanity Foundation. We all worked together, and we went out and helped these people. What we did, we got a lot of calls and that we need to, because our number was circulated. People called us. What we did not give ration easily. We verified the details. Who are you? What are you doing? And we went to the door. We did not ask somebody to come. That we did. And we did protection. Like we did precaution, wearing gloves, masks, sanitize ourselves. And doing all this, we also come across the migrant problem. We saw many people in the second or third lockdown, I don't remember, they started walking down to their villages like Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, Orissa. We found people in Meera Bhayandar highway. So we gave them biscuit and water bottles to around 3,000 families. So what we did was, in doing this, till now, around 11,000 people have been distributed dry ration, around 1,600 families, around 595 transgender, and around 3,000 migrant workers have been helped by us. So this work continues. And Bhiraji, let me tell you, doing good deeds help us to protect ourselves from corona, because we became positive. We converted this positive, negative environment to the positive thing. So we changed the scenario, and many people, not me, Dipesh Tang, Sishish Joshi, Raheen, many people came out, Salma Memon, they all came out. There were so many corona warriors. I think we should thank all doctors, health workers, police people, NGOs who came and helped people. And this is what Government of India need to recognize. Government alone can't do anything. We all need to come together and help each other.
Yeah. And I would have been with you if I had been somewhere in that area.
No, you have been telling me, you have been after me, do this, do that, and you in fact connected me to Raj, and Raj is doing very good work with tribal children. He provides education. We try to help them, but not always. We could not help many. We are sorry, but we try to help whatever we can.
Absolutely nothing. Now, I mean, that's great. The work that you do is absolutely fascinating, and it's very interesting also. And it's heartwarming. Forget fascinating, it's extremely heartwarming the way you work. And tell me something now. I know that we both have published books. I've written almost like a handbook on on senior living. And you've written a beautiful book which is called Remember Me. You, Me, and Dementia. I want you to talk about that because, yeah, I want you to talk about that book, and because it's very important that people need to know properly about. I mean, people don't really know everything about this subject, and this book is just covers everything.
Yes.
So just
Yes.
share about this book, please, before I say bye to you.
Yeah. Before that, I'll have to give you a quote or message before I say bye. Yeah.
Exactly,
So, yeah.
exactly.
So,
See,
yeah, around 2 years ago, we wrote this book called Remember Me, You, Me, and Dementia. In fact, I have been in this area in domain aging from around 12 years with Silver Innings and around 2 years with Dignity Foundation. I've been working very
right.
hard. And working with aging, dementia has changed my life. It has changed me as a person. I become more mature. I become more stable. I become more patient. So it helped me. And doing all this, I had a very wonderful experiences. I've come across to wonderful human beings, the person with dementia. They were people who were lovable. They forgot from here, but they remember from heart. They were a person who gave me love. They showed the path. They show us to forget our, kind of bad negativity. Whenever we went, we in front of them, we have to smile. Whether the smile was fake, but slowly it turned into positive smile. It gave us a good
Yeah.
aura in our life. So I thought we need to share. And there were a lot of misconception of dementia, Alzheimer's. In India, there are very few books written on dementia, Alzheimer's. And it is more clinical. People think it's a clinical, it's a stigma attached to it. So we made a very simple English book. It's called Remember Me, You, Me, and Dementia because it involves three people. You, the person who is suffering, me, who is caring, and dementia, who is the devil who's sitting on us. So
Right.
here there are stories of the family members who have taken good care of the family members. It is somebody like Gayatri, Shilpa, who has taken care of the grandparent, husband, wife, daughter, daughter-in-law. Very beautiful stories. And also around 40 chapters on dementia and Alzheimer's, about insomnia, what to do about eating problem, about breathing problem, whom to contact. Also, there are resources all over the world, like in Hyderabad, Bangalore, USA, England, whom to contact. And so we wanted to write a book, and it happened only when my father passed away. I remember my father passed away when I was in Australia, and I was not here. I was taking this dementia training, and Hiraji, my father did not die till the time I came. He was very sick, very very sick for 6 months. When I went for last 1 month in I think 2017, 17, 18, and I was not willing, but I thought जाना मम्मी ने बोला कि नहीं जाना है करो, and my ticket was on 19th May. I was coming back from Australia, and my father was very very sick. He died only when I start before I started flying. So actually, he wanted me to see his body. That's what I can say. I was not there, but one day when I was sleeping in the night, my father came to my dream and he asked me, "Do you remember me?"
Yeah, I know, Sailesh. It's a very tough thing. I know. Okay, while you're composing yourself, let me tell you that this. I'm very happy that you gave me an opportunity to, put a little to be a part of this book. So I'm very happy that you made me a part of this book. And if I'm not wrong, I remember you telling me how you started. So while you come back to the book, you must also tell us about how you. You know that chocolate story that you told me, which made you start.
Yes. Yeah.
I wanted to know that also, please. You know, after
Yeah.
you
Okay.
after you tell me about me, you have to tell me why you that. Imagine Sailesh was working for a corporate, and to leave the corporate and to to do this, and where you reached
Yeah.
today is amazing. Tell me about that story and come back to your book. Tell me about that story.
So I was working in Dignity Foundation. I have left my corporate job, and I was working with senior citizens, and I used to see a lot of old people there. I was an ID card center manager. My Nita Khajuria was my boss, and we used to distribute senior citizen ID card of government of Maharashtra to senior citizen who want this card as a dignity. They used to apply, and after 90 days, they used to get this card. And their senior citizens are very impatient. So they want everything immediately. Abhi kabhi chahiye. So there was one this old person, senior citizen, he was 80 plus. He came to me, I want this card in very early. I said, sir, 90 days के बाद ही मिलेगा, जल्दी नहीं मिलेगा, because that it has go to Tehsildar, they have to put the stamp, they have to verify. And after 60 days, this ID card came very early. I called him and he came. And when I was giving him this card, tears rolled down my eyes, and I was thinking, क्या हो गया? Like I did some mistake. So he started blessing me, बेटा आपका भला हो, आपको पता नहीं क्या है. And he put his hand in his pocket and gave me this Ravalgaon chocolate. It was 25 paisa Ravalgaon chocolate, and that was my biggest gift. And I thought, बाप रे, ये इतना वो छोटा सा कार्ड और इतना बड़ा गिफ्ट. Like for me, it was like invaluable. And that changed my whole thought about old people, to start my whole organization, to work with senior citizens with dementia, or how to help them. And then I saw the human being in myself. So to recognize other human beings. So empathy, earlier I had sympathy with old people. That whole chocolate thing brought an empathy in me. And it changed my life.
Chalo, quickly to the book. We have got exactly 3 minutes.
Okay. So I started this book. Yeah. So 40 chapters है book में. This talks about different types of dementia, how to care, how to talk about what to do in problem, and it's a self-help book. Okay, it's like you have to keep it in your home, and anybody can read. It is for any person. But this is in English. I want it to be translated in different language. If anybody wants to help, please help. This book is available in Amazon. Please buy the book, or you can write to us at silverreadings@gmail.com, and we will send you this book. Please keep this book. This is not for the old person. It is for every human being.
Every human being. Every human being. Now tell me, is there anything else you want to share?
Yes.
Quickly.
So yeah, two things. When I work with seniors, and when Silver Innings is about aging, and aging starts from first day in the mother's womb, and it goes till the coffin. Like that's the journey. And here everybody is part of it. I think young, old, everybody. So while working with all people, all kind of age group, I thought that all youth are not bad, and
True.
all seniors are also not good. They both has to live in harmony. They both has to understand each other and grow. Be flexible and grow. And the journey should be forward, not the backward. बाल के खाल नहीं निकालना है, हमको आगे बढ़ना है, ठीक है? And last, my message to all young people: today you are young, tomorrow you will be old. Just remember that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And Shailesh, one more thing before I wind up, I can only say to everybody that Shailesh has this wonderful program called Umang for senior citizens to perform on stage. It's a beautiful program that we've been doing for so many years. I've been honored to be a part of it. I hope once this lockdown goes and we are able to be back on stage again. So till then, Shailesh, thank you so much for always inspiring me to be a better person and to learn so much more from you. Of course, I'll continue to learn from you, and I'll be happy to do whatever and whenever you want me to. You just have to call me and I'll be there. So thank you, Shailesh, and we will talk again because yes,
Purple dot.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Purple.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Take care.
Stay safe. Bye.